Hello, this is George from Digital High Road. In today's video review, I'm going to be reviewing the latest product from Brandon Mace called Madsense Profits. And not only are we going to look at the sales page today, but we're going to look very seriously at what is you're going to be purchasing, which is the dashboard in the product area. So I want to remind you, if you get any value from this video whatsoever, that please give me a large thumbs up. Like it. Please leave comments as well, negative or positive comments about how you feel about this product and my review of it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're a new visitor to our channel. Also, please don't forget to tap the bell icon so you get notified every time I publish a new video to our channel. So let's not wait any longer. Let's move on into the Madsense Profits from Brandon Mace. Today's video review. Okay, in today's video review, we're talking about Madsense Profits from Brandon Mace, and we're going to take a look at the sales page, which looks like this to start with. We're going to move into the dashboard. We'll see what is really in here. And now this is access the day before. This is the 16th of March. It's launching tomorrow on the 17th of March. From Warrior Plus, Brandon Mace. And then here's the dashboard and what the dashboard looks like. What you're going to be doing is setting up blogs, and the blogs will have content furnished from Brandon's machine here. We're going to show you, see how this works. So what we have right now is we have some samples that have been created from some people that I've looked at. So I can just show you real quick. This is the kind of site that you're going to get. That's going to be created, and from what he's saying in the video is the more the merrier. So you can create a whole bunch of sites, and this is one here that I guess someone didn't do very much with it. Let's go back to the dashboard. There's what it looks like initially, and you can look at blogs, you manage your blogs, create a new blog, and instant traffic. I'm always interested in the traffic part of these because this is where they usually have the weakness, the downfall is usually in this area. Let's click on one of these and see what happens. Okay. This is the normal traffic that they're going to provide. Is you have to have your own personal sites set up with traffic already built in. That's going to connect. Let's say if we I don't know who uses Dig, but let's say you use Dig. What they're going to do is go to Dig. Now, if you have your account, you will sign in here. Now, I'm not familiar with Dig. I don't use Dig, but obviously this will connect it to Dig, and then we'll be able to see where we go from there. So let's bounce back to here. This is the traffic that's going to be provided. Let's go to another one here. Let's go select a blog. We'll select another blog. Everything about patios, same thing. Select another one, video marketing opportunities, same thing. So the traffic, the instant traffic he's talking about is all this right through here. So if you want to, let's say Facebook. Okay, it would go to my Facebook account. Okay, so we're going to look at, look at this blog here. Now this is one somebody set up. Now this is an AdSense ad right here, and I can learn more about it. I don't know who Diego Hernando is, but here's an article about, it doesn't have a header. Oh, brew up some anticipation with the right Tea Party invitation. And then you can go to different articles. View articles. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 articles in here. Someone created a fireplace for a cozy night in the garden. And I think what you'd want to do is check this out. See, like here, warmth, fire. This is coziness of domestic area. So what you're doing is you're clogging up the internet with a bunch of sites that you're creating, and then hope by throwing mud on the wall that you're going to get someone to click on this ad right here. See if this is working. No, this isn't even working. I guess this is just a dummy. Doesn't even work. Okay, so we're in the dashboard for Madsense Profits. What I want to do is we're going to use a blog that's already here. Let's do this one here. We'll go into the editor. I want to show you the editor. Okay, so here's the editor. Now you can generate a new version. Now I just created a new version of this article. Now I don't know where this new article came from. So new article about should buyers settle on in-ground or could it overground in one's choice of residential swimming pools. In-ground swimming pools demand way more area just where you can dig up an entire and also cement the same for the basin. Now that makes no sense at all. Okay, so I think this is from a contact, obviously a spinner. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this article here into a notepad. Bring the notepad over here. I'm going to copy these 3 lines in here. Okay, we're going to leave this here. Let's generate another version. So it's creating right now. Okay, so this did create a little bit of a different version. All it did was, should any person go for inside ground or could above ground inside one's option of why? It doesn't make any sense. Should buyers settle on the in-ground or could overground one's come up with giant inside. So it did generate different, but generated more nonsense. So what you're going to do, people, is you need to realize that this is going to spin out a bunch of nonsense. See right here, even my Grammarly says, well, what's this? So at an ease in life, their chances are, it says that's is preceding, spelled wrong, the ground. You see all these, the in-ground, above ground, all these things Grammarly is pointing out needs to be changed. Must isn't even needed. So I just wanted to show you this kind of content you're going to get. We're going to save that. Article's been updated. Okay, so if you create a new blog, what you're creating is, well, what I would call monster content. Now you can see you can change the colors for the header. You can create titles. You're going to need to have an affiliate link and get AdSense code, so it means you're going to have to get an AdSense account. You're going to have to create an AdSense account if you don't have one already. So these are all new skills. So I'm bringing that to your attention because if you're a newbie and you don't know how to do any editing and you don't have an AdSense account and you don't know how to get one. Now let's go back to the site. I want to look at this again. See, all there is log out in my profile. And I'm looking for training. Is there any training? And this looks like it's it. I don't see any training here. Training video coming soon. Now this is a day before the launch. So maybe he's going to have a training video or a series of videos in here. At the moment, these are kind of things you're going to want to look at. You're going to want to look at the training that's provided or training you're going to need. Probably take a notepad and list out what you're going to need to train. You're going to want to become familiar with content spinners and just what they do and how they do it. And that they're very dangerous because content just doesn't spin out. Content usually doesn't make a lot of sense. You're going to do a lot of editing. You're obviously going to have to look at a lot of formatting. You know, these articles don't exactly look like, this article isn't formatted very well. And there, like I said, there's all this misspelling. You know, here's a capital A in the middle of a sentence. You need to separate these things. Like I said, you need to edit a lot of this to make it work for you, to make it work with Google. That's just something to be aware of. Let's move into the sales page and look at this. There's an intro video here. Now here's it's hands-free, 100% beginner-friendly, and 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, so the beginner-friendly part, I already questioned that. It's not as easy as 3 steps. You do have to have all this other stuff that I mentioned ready to go. And he's just talking about how AdSense has created millionaires over the last 20 years. And I don't really believe that AdSense will make you a millionaire. Maybe a few people from huge successful sites or YouTube channels, that's maybe a possibility. But I doubt there's a lot of them. You make money without writing a single word. Automate everything. Recipe blog. Now the thing I talked to you about is automate. You need to do research on content spinners. Spinners are not a good way to create content for good Google rankings. I have a video, I'll put a link up in the upper right hand corner for that. I talk about content spinning and content in Google. You can look at that video. Wasn't easy running. Now it says the initial expensive setup. Yeah, there is an expensive setup. Okay, so it is true. There is an initial setup cost. You're going to have hosting. You have to buy a domain. And if you're going to set up, let's say, they want you to set up a whole number of sites, you're going to have a domain for each one of them. And you're going to have hosting for each one. Could add up to a lot of money. In creating content, yes, that is true. Creating content is very costly. The time that you spend creating content, the hours of the day writing, or paying big money to outsourcers, that's true. That is very true. But you're not going to waste time, waste money, or waste results, so he's going to give you the proven power of daily site profits made easy. Automated setup, automated original content. So he's setting up these sites automatically. But I just want to warn you that sites are not going to have any traffic. I already showed you what the free traffic is they're offering. All that's going to require work. And if you're a newbie and you don't have any sites built, you have no traffic, no social media sites that relate and are part of your brand, it's not going to be that easy. This is a gimmick to get money from you. One click, you can have a lot of sites. I actually did this 10 years ago. I had like 10 sites created for me for like $1,500 from someone. The sites never generated any traffic whatsoever. I didn't have a clue what I was doing and how to rank. In fact, I've got a video that's made talks about how to get traffic to your site. I'll put that in the upper right hand corner for you too. So the thing is, just be aware, please folks, that this is a gimmick. It's good to get you. He wants your money. It's going to create some content. The content's going to make no sense. So I just want to make you aware of it. I also want to just give you an idea. He gets his ideas from other places. There is actually a company in Spain called Madsense. And that's why the domain for this product is Madsense. They left the S out because they couldn't buy Madsense.com. They bought Madsense.com to house this site here. It just gives you an idea. I just want to make you aware that this kind of thing you're dealing with here. So that's my review for Madsense Profits from Brendan Mace. And Brendan has developed a product that is, to me, nonsense. It's not nonsense. I guess it's nonsense about AdSense. It's counting on the fact and building up hope with people that they're going to become a millionaire through AdSense. on a bunch of sites that are randomly created and presented as sites online, and you just have them monetized with AdSense, you're going to become very rich and develop a laptop lifestyle. Well, that's not true. It's not going to happen. I doubt whether maybe 4 out of 100 people come close to $500,000 from AdSense with terrific large YouTube channels or very successful blogs or websites. I'm going to rate this at the moment. I'm going to rate Madsense Profits, today's video review. I'm going to rate it at a 1 out of 10. That Madsense makes no sense to me, and that as a newbie, you should stay away from it because it's a waste of your time and your money and your effort. And there's a lot of things in here that are true about costing a lot of money to create content and all that, but that's not what you want to do. You do not want to create shortcuts to good content. As I pointed out, the content and then also the lack of traffic. There is no traffic in this system. The only traffic is traffic that you would have developed over time with a brand that you already have. And if a newbie is new and relatively new to working online, they do not have the traffic that they need to even come close to making this work. So I'm going to give this a 1 out of 10 today. And I'd like to just say that I hope you got some value from this video, and I also hope you saw the video before you spent the money on it. If you did get some value, then please give me a thumbs up, like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new to our channel. Also, hit the bell icon so you get notified every time there's a new video published to our site. And I'd also like to remind you, as always, on a video of mine I want to promote and hope that you will look at the link down below in the description. There's some great 12-step free training down there that'll get you started. That'll help you out with your confusion and help you out with your massive information overload that you probably have, and take care of your frustration. So please don't forget, click the link down below in the description for great free training. It's available today for you. You can get your access today and get started. So thank you for watching this video today. We appreciate it, and so long.